What's going on, guys? Salty here, and we actually managed to do it. This man, he plays Minecraft all day, does nothing with his life, somehow managed to convince 1,000 other people in this world that his content's alright, I guess, enough to subscribe. First off, I just want to say thank you so much for helping me hit 1,000 subscribers. There are certain people out there that I'm going to get onto in later on in this video, but I just want to give an initial thanks to everyone who's subscribed and supported me over the past few years, especially since I joined the Cube community properly in 2020. Because before then, what was it, the 4 years or so before then, 4 or 5 years, I was doing YouTube and I wasn't getting any views and subs. And then, oh, what do you know, came on to Keep, and then my sub count just went through the roof. Speaking of that, I'll probably say where it all started. Well, these are actually there's a Q&A section where I'm going to talk about it more, but I'll sort of give a brief overview of what happened. So basically, this was a few years ago. Well, many years ago now. It was like 2015, back when I was watching Minecraft YouTubers at the time, like Popular, Most Dan TDM, etc. I was like, you know what, I want to do this too. But at the time, I was running off like a 6-year-old laptop that couldn't record anything. And so my first ever video was a Roblox video. Funny how I'm now doing Minecraft in 1 FPS. I might unlist that video one day, but it's the first video I ever uploaded back in. I made the channel, and then a year later, I made my first upload, which was that Roblox video I was just talking about, and it was in 2016. So 7 years ago, I made my first upload. It got 2 views. I was stoked. I got 2 subscribers on the same day, which was family members and one of my IRL friends. I was like, oh, let's go. Gonna hit 1,000 someday. I never actually believed I would hit 1,000, to be fair. Because, yeah, anyways. But moving on to when I joined Cube, there's many people I need to thank anyway to the whole reason why I'm here. And that let's start off with when I first joined the Cube community. Well, I got invited into it. I didn't initially want to join. I was originally gonna be here for like 2 weeks. But there was a certain Discord server. Some of you more OG members might remember, but there's a server called Child Punchers Guild. Ironic name, seeing as it was a Minecraft Discord server, and the owner's Megatron7, Hayden, I can't remember his IGN because it was like a million words and letters, and GH Spaghetti. Those three are I sort of owe a lot to because I literally wouldn't be in the position I am today without them, if I'm being brutally honest. Especially GH Spaghetti, or some people know him as Elliot, who was one of the co-owners, and he sort of spotted me in lobby one day because obviously I was doing Line Dash at the time. He was doing CTF. I forgot the name of it for about 4 seconds. Apologies. This is going to happen a lot in this video. And yeah, we got talking on Discord, and then he recommended me to become staff on there. And then the rest is history, so they speak. I got staff on Child Punchers Guild, and then I just met more and more people. Speaking of Line Dash, if it wasn't for that game, I wouldn't be here today because I met my two probably some of my longest friends I've had on Cubecraft, and that was my two good friends of Call Me Vortex, who is now Vortex Plays, or I don't know if he changed IGN again, and T Just Me. Those two, I just want to thank you two for putting up with me for all those many, many hours, and you still do to this day put up with me sometimes when I get bored and start message you out of the blue. But those hundreds, if not thousands, of hours we spent playing Line Dash during lockdown, you managed to keep me sane, and yeah, thanks for everything, you two. And back on my story of CPG. So over the months, I obviously got more recognition as the sad kid who decided to play Line Dash for 6 months before they then inevitably removed it. And then because I did so well in CPG, I started to get promoted and stuff. And then that's when was able to join a program on Cubecraft called External Community Organizers. External Community Organizers is because they brought it back. Originally, this I'm reading off a script, but it's poorly written as well, so that's why I'm stuttering. So originally, when I wrote this, it was removed. Eco was a what's it called? Program inside Cube where they would get like external Discord servers, and they'd help you run tournaments. And this is where I sort of became more friends with staff members like UNESCO. Love you, man. I miss you some days, like Jemmy, and just more and more staff members because I was a part of this program and I was helping them and helping us run events, so to speak. At this point, I was also applying for helper. By the time I got into eco, I was on my like sixth application. I first applied on the 22nd of May 2020, which is the key date, so to speak, which I'll get back onto later on. And so basically, I gave up. I kept applying because I wanted to start on Cube. I'm gonna stutter so much throughout this video. Someone should, if you manage to count every time I stutter in this video, I will pin your comment and I will add it to my next video that should be coming out the rest of this week. What day did it say? It's the 2nd of March. I'm probably uploading this today, but anyways, I'm getting off track. So I don't even know what I was talking about. Help applications. I kept getting denied, obviously, obviously because it took like 2 years, but I kept getting denied, and it was this point where I started becoming more friends with staff members because, we'd always make the joke of, is Salty going to get it this time, or when Salty's like 50 millionth application going to get denied. There's also at this point where I started making cube content, and this was the best idea I ever had because I met one of my good friends called Chief Aaron. If you guys should definitely know who Chief Aaron is, and yeah, we bonded so well. I love to this day I still owe a lot to him because what we do is I had my eco account so I could host events in his streams and he would, give me a shout out. I remember it was on New Year's, I think it was. Yeah, it was New Year's Day. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. So I was there celebrating him and then he plugged my channel. And it was on that day I hit 100 subscribers because of him. And I was like, oh my God, I've actually hit a triple digit number. And then from there, me and him just bounced off each other. I helped him, he helped me, etc., etc. And my subs started to climb as more content I made. And then there's also, at the time I met Chief Aaron, I then started to grind the second game I've ever properly grinded in my uh, Cube career, so to speak. And this game would go on to basically shape the rest of my channel forever. And that game, as we all know, was EggWars Mega. When it came out, it was laggy. I was like, I'm not gonna play this game. But then when they fixed it, I got more into it, and then this was when I was like, I just lost my first place on Line Dash because obviously they removed the game mode, and I was fourth on EggWars Mega because I've been playing quite a lot of it. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for first place on this leaderboard. I want to get first place back because why not? I got the free time because this was in 2021. I just finished I was in like the final few months of school. So like, you know what? When I finish school in May, I'm gonna grind this and get first place. So I hung back a little bit, and then yeah, as we all know, on the 20 no, it was the 2nd of June, I think it was. I hit first place in Egg Wars Mega. Released a whole montage, which is still a funny montage I made to this day that still gets a lot of views. All my montages get views, and it was also when I met so many wonderful people through Eggles Mega. Some of them do now hate me, and it's kind of sad, but a lot of other people I have met through Eggles Mega, like FlyX Guy, Magnumon, Bug Beetle. This is all this year, but like overall, over time, I've met some of my best friends. I would call them best friends on Cube through grinding Eggles Mega. And basically, I played this game too much up until summer. So from May to like August, September, I just played non-stop. And then I was burnt out completely. I had enough of the game. So I then quit basically. I had 1,000 win lead on second. I was like, you know what? If I get past, I get past. I don't care. If I get past, I'll pretend I care. So just give second place, who was Manny Mold, who Manny, if you guys know who he is, you should definitely know who he is if you've been around on my channel for long enough. And yeah, so he then took first place. I took it back because I got banned. This is a story that I've covered in another video, which you can find on my channel. I'm not going over it here. I've gone over it too many times, and I've had enough of talking about it. And so basically, he then passed me. I then was like, finally, I can quit this game. I then quit for January, and then from January 2022 to like March 2022, I took a full-on break. As you all know, I took like a mental health break because I was just like, I'm playing too much Cube, I'm doing too much, and I need to slow down. It was also around this point I had just hit 500 subscribers. So from the year before, I was at the end of 2020, I was at like 86, 87 subscribers. And I ended 2021 with 560 subscribers. My growth in that year was ridiculous. And so 2022 rolled around, 2022, 2021 rolled around. I'm losing track of dates. 2022 rolled around, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go a bit slower this year because I've got exams and stuff, and I need to actually get back on top of school because at this point I wasn't doing well in school. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna focus on more of my personal life and IRL life. So I took a 2 month break, and it was when I came back. I applied for helper because I'd worked on things that they said, and I was like, you know what, I actually have a shot at this now. And so I applied on the 19th of March, I want to say. I think it was the 19th of March, if I remember correctly. It was. I then came back on the 21st of March and I started playing again. At this point, I was still second on Egg with Mega, and I was for a lot of last year. I was up until like January this year, but anyways. And so I then got helper on the 19th of April. Was it 19th of April? I think it was the 17th or the 19th of April, one of those two. And it was a fun experience, to say the least. If you guys ever want a server to become staff on, I would pick Cubecraft. They're so friendly behind the scenes. They don't get enough credit. All they ever get is just hate from the community because they're a small staff team compared to the size of the server that they are. And I got friends with more stuff like Lyrie. Me and Lyrie, we became good friends while I was helper. Obviously, we all know my good friend Seek Outing, who I've known since CPG. We spoke more and just all around. I just got to know more people through being staff and learned so many new things, and it was kind of ridiculous. It was also at this stage where I started to have to choose between two things. I had to choose: do I focus on my IRL life or do I choose my online life? And so I started streaming more when I got helper to the point where I started to get burnt out again. I was like, right, I need to slow down here. Which, of if you know, last year, once I got demoted from helper, I took another break because I just felt like I needed to. And so, of course, I took another 2 month break and came back in August when they dropped the VIP update, did a couple streams, left again, and then I sort of was in a bit of limbo on my channel. I gained some subs, but at the same time, I was stuck at like 820, 850 for the rest of the year because I just didn't have the motivation to upload anymore. So I was just so stressed with IRL things that were going on. I then came back in the summer as well, like August. Played EggWars Mega for like 3 weeks, got bored again because I remembered why I didn't like that game anymore. And then, September, October, the months go by and I just slowly got into Cube. It was also at this time in last year, but I started a new project on Cube, which was Cubecast, with my good friend Undead Zombie, who is one of the best people on Cube you can know. Like, he is one of the most genuine guys on Cube. He'll tell you straight if it's not going well, and he's a massive support last year. Like, honestly, I don't think I could have made it through 2022 without without his support a lot of the time. It's like, that was the thing I was most active on as well last year was Cubecast, which I do every 2 weeks. You should check us out on Spotify, not Apple Music, YouTube, etc., etc. And yeah, 2023 rolls around, and I was like, this year I need to get back into YouTube. I'm coming to the end of my exams. I've got so much free time now on my hands. I was like, you know what? I need to get back. I want to get back into YouTube. And so I did. And in the first month of January, I got from 850 subscribers to about 960, 970. I did about plus 110 subscribers, I think it was last month in January. I was saying last month. I remember it's March now, so I can't really say last month. And so, yeah, I then February rolled around. I was like, right, how quickly can I do this? And then it was also this time when I was chatting a lot with Private, and he was getting close to 2K, and he'd always raid me, so we had a little thing going on where if he would reach 1,000 subs, I'd hit 1,000, or he'd hit 2,000 subs. It was also at this time when I got banned off YouTube for a week for child safety on a video I posted 6 years ago that had no children in it. So it's still a bit. I still don't like YouTube. F you, YouTube. I can't swear in videos anymore. Because I'll get another strike. Kind of funny. But yeah, he hit two. I got banned off for a week when I was just about to beat him, and then I got banned for a week, and then he ended up beating me to it. But yeah, and then like two 2 weeks ago now, I hit 1,000 subscribers live on stream. And honestly, the support you guys have been giving me has been ridiculous. I just want to thank everyone, like I said earlier. It's just I have a list of people that have just supported me over the years, and I I know I've missed so many names, but at the same time, I can't list it. I can't say everyone's name because obviously there's just too many of them. So we got Wish, we got Fly, Bug, Mag, uh, Lyrie, Koska, Kelting, Sunset, all the moderation team, just every single one of their support was ridiculous. Sylveon when we were helpers together, uh, Chief Hound being one of my original inspirations, related noobs as well for his continued support, Privated, Ava, Phaser, I'm running out of names. Yelsan, obviously one of the lads back in the days. That entire OG EggWars Mega Party, you guys were a big part of my 2021, and yeah, I probably wouldn't be here without you guys. Who else? I think that's everyone. Dutchman, my stream mods, thank you continuously for always showing up, and you were there for my first stream, and you're always in there in streams. It just means a lot, man. For giving up your free time. You've given up hundreds and thousands of hours of your time for my streams, I know. It's appreciated. I think that's it, really, of everyone who I need to thank, I guess. Yeah, that's everyone. If I missed you, I apologize. Actually, no, we've got, obviously, as I said earlier, T, Meg, Vortex, Hayden, Elliot, you five are like the five people I'll always be good friends with because you guys, I literally wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. And so now, 17 minutes later, now time for the shorter bit for the Q&A section of the video. Why did you start YouTube? Because I started YouTube because I got bored one day. What was it like grinding Egg Wars Mega? It was fun at the start, but then as time went on, I lost my passion for grinding it, and so subsequently I quit. Allen and T or Fort and T? Fort and T any day of the week. Oh, let's go. How would you get into playing CC? So this was during the COVID lockdown, the first one. I was in a group chat with a bunch of IRL mates, and one of them's like, "Oh, we should play Minecraft on Bedrock because obviously we were all on console at this point." So I was like, "Sure." And then we chose Cube because I don't remember why we chose it, but we just chose it. And they all left for PC, so I just stuck around. But yeah, being an insider, what are your thoughts on Cubecraft's current situation? Well, not really an insider, but Cube's current situation is getting better. It's getting so much better than it was. How old am I? 17. Audience. Opinions on sandwiches depends on the right sandwich, but they slap hard. Why do you only grind leaderboards that are on really weird games? Also, why not Skywars Chaos? What do you mean, why not Skywars Chaos? I have an entire montage dedicated to Skywars Chaos. And someone's got to grind the really weird games on a cube and get leaderboards. Someone has to do it, so I'll do it myself. Opinion on the fall of Eco. It was sad to see that program fall like it did after UNESCO put so much time and effort into it. Well, we all put time and effort into it, but yeah. What's the biggest thing Bedrock misses from Java and the other way around? The biggest thing that Bedrock doesn't have that Java has is probably like XP boosters, I want to say. Uh, it's not much really. Just the XP boosters, because there's not much. Yeah. And the other way around, I just say just the cosmetic options. And I'm not actually sure what Bedrock has that Java doesn't, vice versa. Why did you tell to join the Cubecraft staff team? I just really enjoyed the server, and I was like, you know what, I want to help out here and be like, do you think we'll ever get promoted in the CC staff team? Well, if I ever get back in there, I hope I can get moderator, but Oh, he has that one. Opinions on Manny being the one Eggers mega player. Well, it's not him anymore, but obviously at the time of this question he was. And yeah, it's good to see that someone else took my place. He deserved it more than I did. To be fair, both him and Danny, they both deserve it more than I do. They play the game. They actually care about it, whereas I don't. And I'm glad that someone I'm glad someone took it off me so I could go focus on my life. Why Salt Shadows? Why not Peppery Shadows? Because funny. Will we make a pack folder? Maybe one day. Will you release a 1K pack? Yes, yes I have. It was my last video, and yeah, it's a really nice detailed pack. I love it. You made it as well, man. When will you play Minecraft Dungeons with me? I don't know. Hit me up from Discord. Car or motorcycle? Car. I don't I love motorbikes, but I much prefer cars. What's your main inspiration and motivation for YouTube? My main inspiration was probably like Chief Allen related noobs back in the day. And back in 2020, I did a lot of content with them and helped them. And yeah, main motivation is literally I just do it for my. I went from doing it for everyone else. Now I'm doing it for myself. I don't do stuff for other people anymore in terms of content because I just do what I want, and it's much better doing it how I want to do it rather than anything else. When's the staff tier list releasing? 2077. I don't watch any of it. Who's your favorite YouTuber? At the moment, it's gotta be privated, to be fair. How do I get a girlfriend? I don't know. If you find out, let me know as well. And with that, this comes to the end of a video. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you stuck to the end, thank you for watching this entire video. It's such a long video. This is going to be like my longest video I've ever uploaded on my channel. And yeah, like and subscribe. Can't wait to make more content, and hey, maybe we can hit 2,000 subscribers this year. Like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.